Applications of electronegativity. 1. Nature of bond. The concept of electronegativity can be used to predict whether the bond between similar or dissimilar atoms is non-polar covalent bond, polar covalent bond, or ionic bond. When Xa is equal to Xb, that is, Xa minus Xb is equal to 0, then A single bond B bond is non-polar covalent bond or simply covalent bond and is represented as A single bond B. Example, H single bond H bond is H2 molecule is a covalent bond and is represented as H single bond H bond. When Xa is slightly greater than Xb, that is, Xa single bond Xb is small, the AB bond is polar covalent bond represented as A del minus single bond B del plus. Example, the O single bond H bonds is H2O molecule are polar covalent bonds and are represented as O del minus single bond H del plus. Since XO greater than XH and XO single bond XH is small. When Xa 2 greater than Xb, that is, Xa single bond Xb is very large, A single bond B bond is more ionic or polar bond and is represented as A minus single bond B plus. Since Xa 2 greater than Xb, for example, Na single bond Cl bond is NaCl molecule is an ionic bond and is represented as Na plus Cl minus. Here Cl is equal to A and Na is equal to B. 2. Percentage of ionic character in a polar covalent bond. Pauling estimated the percentage of ionic character in various A del minus single bond B del plus polar covalent bonds from known Xa minus Xb values and has derived the following conclusions. When Xa minus Xb is equal to 1.7, the amount of ionic character in A del minus single bond B del plus bond is 50% and that of covalent character is also 50%. Thus, A single bond B bond is 50% ionic and 50% covalent. When Xa minus Xb lesser than 1.7, the amount of ionic character in A del minus single bond B del plus bond is less than 50% and that of covalent character is more than 50%. Thus, A del minus single bond B del plus bond is predominantly covalent and hence is represented as A single bond B. When Xa minus Xb greater than 1.7, the amount of ionic character in A del minus single bond B del plus bond is more than 50% and that of covalent character is less than 50%. Hence, A del minus single bond B del plus bond is predominantly ionic and hence is represented as A minus B plus.